Assalamualaikum viewers, welcome to my channel NTS Guru. Today's topic is how to calculate percentages that end with 6, means 16%, 26%, 36% up to 96%. Let's take an example. 16% of 30. By revising previous concept, what is 10% of any number? What is 10% of any number? Move point one digit from right. Means for 24, 10% will be 2.4. For 1%, move point 2 digit from right. This will be 0.24%. 0.24 for 1%, for 10%. So keeping these concept in mind, we will do other questions for 16% and up to 96%. For 16% of 30, we can write it as 10% plus 6%, which will be 16%, or in other words, we can write 15% plus 1%. So by doing this example, what is 10%? 10% of any number, move point one digit from right. This will be 3.0 or 3, or 6%. If we calculate 1%, then we can multiply it with 6. This will be 6%. So for 1%, move 2 digits from right. Move point 2 digit from right. This will be 0.3. 3 plus 6 into 0.3 will be 1.8. So result will be 4.8. Similarly, for 15% plus 1%, as we know 10% is 3. 15% will be 10% plus 5%. As we know, what is 10%? 10% is 3. So 5% will be its half, will be 1.5 plus 1. Sorry, what will be 1%? 1% move point 2 from right, 2 digit from right, 0.30. So by adding these, 3 plus 1, 4.5 plus 0.3, this will be 4.8. So we can solve this as 10% plus 6%, or in other words, we can solve this question as 15% plus 1%. So let's take another example. 16% of 84, we can write it as 10% plus 6%, or in other words, we can write it as 15% plus 1%, which will be 10% plus 5% plus 1%. So by solving this 10%, what is 10%? Move point one digit from right. This will be 8.4, and what will be 6%? Multiply 6 with 1%. Well, what will be 1%? 2 digit from right, 0.84. This will be 8.4 plus 5.04. Result will be 13.44. By solving this, what is 10%? 10% is 8.4. What will be 5%? 5%, 8.4 divided by 2 will be 4.2. And what will be 1% will be 0.84. So by adding these, this will be 13.44. Result will be same. If if either we take 16% as 10% plus 6%, or 15% plus 1%. By doing another example, 6% of 120. This will be 16% of 120. This will be 10% plus 6%, or we can write it as 10% plus 5% plus 1%. This can be, what is 10%? Move point one digit from right. 5% will be half of this. This will be 6, and what will be 1%? This will be 1.20. By adding this, 12 plus 6 is 18, 19, 19.2 is the 16% of 120. Another example is 16% of 150. This will be, what is 10%? 10% move point one digit from right. This will be 15, and 15 half is 5%, 7.5, and what is 1%? 1% is 1.5. So by adding this, 15 plus 7, 22, 23, and this is 24 is the 16% of 150. Let's take another example. 16% of 280. 10%, move point one digit from right. This will be 28, plus 5% will be half of this. This will be 14. And for 1% it will be 2.80. By adding this will be 44.8 will be 16% of 180. Let's take another example. By taking larger value, 16% of 2480. Its 10% will be 248, and half of this will be 124. This will be 5%, plus 1% will be 24.80, 2 digit from right. So this will be 372 plus 24.8. This will be 396.8 will be 16% of 2480. Next example is 26% of 300. We can solve this question in two ways, as 10% plus 16%, or in other words we can solve it as 20% plus 6%. For this 10%, for 6 we can write it as 5% plus 1%. For 10%, move one digit from right. This will be 30. Half of 30 is 15. So as this is 26, this will be, here we'll write another 10%. Plus what will be 1%? Move point 2 digit from right. This will be 30 plus 30, 60, 70, 75, and 78 will be 26% of 300. So by using this method, we can write it as 2 into 10% plus 6 into 1%. For 10% as in this case it is 30. And for 1% it is 3. So 30 into 2 is 60, plus 60, 18. This is 78. So we can use any method. Next example is by taking larger percentage and larger value, 46% of 480. We can write 46 as 40% plus 6%, or 40 can be distributed as 4 into 10% plus 6 into 1%. What will be 10%? Move point one digit from right. This will be 48. And for 1%, move 2 digit from right. Move point 2 digit from right. This will be 4.8. 48 multiplied by 4 is 190. Plus 6 into 4.8 is 28.8. So result is 220.8. So viewers, आपने देखा कि किसी भी नंबर की percentage that ends with any number, we can find percentage of any number. Let's 16%, 26%, 36% without using calculator. वीडियो पसंद आए इसको लाइक और शेयर कीजिए और मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर कीजिए.